Hello there, my dears. It's your Grandma Lily here, and a very warm welcome to Dear Grandma. Oh, this journey of aging. It truly is a unique adventure for each of us, isn't it? Many of us, myself included, find such comfort and joy in our daily walks, feeling the fresh air and the gentle rhythm of our steps. And that's wonderful, truly. But lately, I've been thinking, and the wonderful doctors I speak with agree, that sometimes our bodies need a little more than just those lovely strolls to stay truly strong and vibrant as the years grace us. Today, we're going to explore 5 important areas to focus on after 70 that go beyond our walking routine, helping us stay independent, keep our pep, and move comfortably for many more years to come. These aren't complicated leaps and bounds, just gentle, thoughtful additions to our day. Stay with me until the end, because the last one is something truly special for keeping our vitality. So, make yourselves comfortable, perhaps with a nice cup of tea, and explore these together on Dear Grandma. Number 1. Gentle strength to keep our muscles strong. You know, my dears, as we journey through our 70s and beyond, our muscles can sometimes become a little less robust. The doctors call it sarcopenia, and it's a natural process where we can gradually lose some of our muscle strength. They tell me it can be about 3 to 8% every decade after 60 if we don't gently work to counteract it. Now, you might be thinking, but Lily, I walk every day. Isn't that enough? And while those walks are so good for our hearts and our stamina, they mostly work our leg muscles, our arms, our core, our upper body. They don't get quite the same attention. Over time, this can make even simple things, like lifting a bag of groceries or getting up from our favorite chair, feel a bit more challenging. It reminds me of my dear friend Beatrice, a lovely woman who was so faithful to her 2-mile walks each morning. She felt quite proud of her routine, and rightly so. But after a year or so, she started mentioning that things were feeling a bit heavier. Lifting a carton of milk felt like quite the effort, and getting out of her cozy armchair took a few tries. Her usual energy seemed to have lessened, leaving her a bit frustrated. She thought it was just getting on, as we sometimes say. But her doctor explained that while walking is wonderful for our heart and lungs, it doesn't really challenge our muscles to grow stronger. It helps us maintain what we have, but for true strength, we need a little more. That word, sarcopenia, really resonated with Beatrice. It wasn't just age, it was something she could gently push back against. Beatrice was a little unsure at first, but she decided to try some gentle strength exercises. She started with those lovely resistance bands, which are quite inexpensive, you know. She used them for gentle arm curls and rows, and even started doing little squats holding onto the back of a sturdy chair for support. The first few times, her muscles trembled a bit, and she chuckled at how some movements that used to be easy now required a bit of effort. But Beatrice was determined. Over the next few months, she started noticing a real difference. Carrying her shopping bags became easier, she could stand up from her chair with more ease, and her energy levels gently increased. At her next checkup, her doctor smiled and said, "Beatrice, you're not just keeping things as they are. Your muscle strength has actually improved." The gentle wisdom here is that to keep our independence as we age, a little strength training goes a long way. It's not about becoming bodybuilders, my dears, just about providing gentle, regular resistance to keep our muscles strong. Whether it's those handy resistance bands, using our own body weight for gentle exercises, or even lifting something like a can of soup, the important thing is to challenge our muscles a few times a week. Perhaps try some gentle squats holding onto a chair, some arm curls with light weights, or even lifting a filled water bottle. Start gently, and gradually increase the effort as you feel stronger. Our muscles are such good friends to us, and with a little gentle exercise, we can keep them strong for many years to come. Number 2. Gentle exercises for balance and steadiness. Now, my dears, as we continue on our journey, our balance becomes so important for staying steady on our feet and maintaining our independence. While our lovely walks help with general movement, they don't always give our balance the specific attention it needs. Our bodies rely on a wonderful team. Our feet, our ankles, our hips, our core, even that clever little inner ear to keep us upright and steady. Without some gentle, specific exercises, these stabilizing muscles can weaken over time, and that, unfortunately, can increase our risk of falls. The doctors tell us that a significant number of folks over 70 experience a fall each year, and sadly, some never fully regain their previous mobility. I remember my dear friend Cecil, a very active gentleman who walked his little dog every day, ran errands around his neighborhood, and considered himself quite fit. But one afternoon, as he was stepping off a curb, his foot landed a little awkwardly, and he felt a sudden lurch to the side. He managed to catch himself, thankfully, but it gave him quite a fright. "I thought my walks kept me safe," he said, feeling a bit shaken. His doctor explained that while walking is good for overall movement, it doesn't specifically train those muscles that help us stay steady when things go a little off-kilter. He needed to gently work on his balance. Cecil started with some very gentle balance exercises. He began by simply standing on one leg while brushing his teeth, then gradually holding the position for a little longer each day. He incorporated gentle side-to-side weight shifts while he was doing his dishes and started walking heel to toe down his hallway, like we sometimes did as children. The first few tries felt a bit wobbly, but he was persistent. Over just a few weeks, Cecil's confidence grew beautifully. He wasn't as worried about stepping off curbs or walking down the stairs, and his posture even seemed to improve. And his little dog enjoyed some extra playtime too, as Cecil would sometimes balance a little treat on his foot as a fun way to practice. The gentle wisdom here is that balance exercises are such a wonderful addition to our daily routine. They don't need fancy equipment and can be done almost anywhere. Start gently by standing on one leg for just 10 or 20 seconds, and as you feel more confident, gradually increase the time. Try incorporating that heel-to-toe walking or those gentle side-to-side weight shifts into your day. If you're watching television, use those little commercial breaks as a gentle reminder to work on your balance. It's a small investment of time that can offer such wonderful protection against falls and keep us steady for years to come. Number 3, gentle stretches for flexibility and easy movement. As the years gently pass, my dears, we might notice that our joints can become a little stiffer, and our ability to move our bodies as freely as we once did can decrease. The doctors tell us it's natural for our cartilage to change and our muscles to shorten a little. Many of us find that simple, everyday tasks, like bending down to tie our shoes or reaching for something on a high shelf, become a bit more of a challenge. Sometimes we think of flexibility as something only the younger folks or athletes need to worry about. But the truth is, maintaining our flexibility is so important for our quality of life as we age. While our lovely walks keep our leg muscles moving, they don't always give our other muscles and joints the gentle stretch they need. I recall my dear friend, Walter. No, wait, let's call him Franklin. Franklin was a dedicated walker, covering his mile every single day. But as the years went by, he started mentioning that his mornings felt a bit like a wrestling match. He'd wake up feeling quite stiff, and getting out of bed was a slow and sometimes uncomfortable process. He started having trouble bending down to pick things up, and his back would ache after a day of gentle activity. One day, his doctor said something that really struck him. "Franklin, you're not stiff because of aging. You're stiff because you're not moving in all the ways you need to." Franklin wasn't quite sure what he meant at first, but after a few more chats, he realized that he wasn't stretching enough. His daily walks alone weren't keeping his joints and muscles as limber as they needed to be. Franklin started incorporating some very basic stretching exercises into his daily routine. He began with gentle neck rolls and shoulder shrugs, then moved on to deeper stretches like bringing his knee gently to his chest and doing some gentle hip rotations. Each morning, he would spend just 10 minutes gently loosening up his muscles before starting his day. Within just a few weeks, Franklin felt like a new man. Getting out of bed became so much easier. Bending over no longer felt like a struggle, and his posture even seemed to improve. His dear wife even teased, "Franklin, you're moving like you're 20 years younger." That stiffness that once felt inevitable was now something Franklin could gently work against, and those gentle stretches became his new secret to feeling good. The gentle wisdom here is that stretching doesn't have to be complicated or strenuous. Simple, gentle exercises like those shoulder rolls, neck rotations, and bringing our knees to our chest can make such a difference in our flexibility and how easily we move. Let's try to incorporate a little gentle stretching into our day, perhaps in the morning or before we settle in for the evening. It only takes a few minutes, and the rewards can be wonderful. Improved mobility, less discomfort, and just an overall better feeling in our bodies. Number 4, gentle exercises for our core and good posture. Now, my dears, let's talk about our core. That's the wonderful group of muscles in our tummy, our back, and our pelvis. It's like the strong, steady foundation for our whole body. It helps us stay upright, supports almost every movement we make, and keeps us feeling balanced. As we gently age, these core muscles can sometimes weaken a little, which can lead to slouching, back discomfort, and even increase our risk of those wobbly moments. While our lovely walks are so good for our heart, they don't always target those deeper, stabilizing muscles in our abdomen and back. A gentle but strong core can make such a difference in everything from our balance to our ability to do our daily activities comfortably. I remember my dear friend Harold. No, let's call him Samuel. Samuel was a dedicated walker, out every day, and he felt generally well, but he couldn't quite shake this nagging back discomfort. His shoulders seemed to be permanently hunched forward, and he couldn't stand or sit for very long without feeling uncomfortable. "It's just getting older," Samuel thought. But his thoughtful doctor gently pointed out that his core muscles were a bit weak, and that weakness was affecting his posture and putting extra strain on his spine. The doctor recommended some very gentle core exercises, like those gentle pelvic tilts we can do while sitting, and just gently remembering to engage our tummy muscles. Samuel followed his doctor's gentle advice, starting with these small exercises at home. He would do those gentle pelvic tilts while sitting at his kitchen table, and he would gently tighten his tummy muscles as if he were expecting a little poke. He even tried gently standing with his back against a wall for a few moments to engage those back muscles. At first, it felt a little different, but after a few weeks of gentle consistency, Samuel noticed a real improvement in his back discomfort. His posture looked better, his core felt a bit stronger, and he was able to sit, stand, and walk with more ease. His friends even commented, "Samuel, you're standing so tall these days." The gentle wisdom here is that strengthening our core is so important for good posture and moving without discomfort. Core exercises don't need to be difficult or tiring. Gentle pelvic tilts, simply remembering to engage our tummy muscles gently, and those gentle wall stands can all help to wake up and strengthen our core. Let's aim to do these gentle exercises a few times a week, and we might just find improvements in our posture, less discomfort, and a greater sense of stability. Number 5, gentle movements to protect our joints. And finally, my dears, let's talk about our wonderful joints. As we gently age, that lovely cartilage in our joints can sometimes wear down a little, and the natural cushioning in our joints might not be quite as springy as it once was. High-impact activities, like brisk walking, on very hard surfaces or running, can sometimes put a bit more pressure on our joints, especially our knees, hips, and feet. That repetitive impact from our walks, while good for our hearts, can sometimes be a little hard on our joints over time. That's where gentle, low-impact movements like swimming, gentle cycling, and the lovely practice of Tai Chi can be so beneficial. These activities help us keep our joints moving without that added stress. My dear friend, Arthur, had been a dedicated walker for many years, but he started noticing some discomfort in his knees and his back after his walks. Just getting older, I suppose, he thought, until his thoughtful doctor suggested, "Arthur, perhaps we can try some gentler ways to keep moving that are a little kinder to your joints." Arthur was a little hesitant at first, but he decided to give it a try. He started swimming in his community pool, took up gentle cycling on a stationary bike, and even tried a beginner's Tai Chi class. Within just a few weeks, the discomfort in his knees and back lessened, and his overall mobility improved. Arthur still enjoyed his walks, but he made sure to balance them with these gentler exercises to give his joints a little break. The gentle wisdom here is that protecting our joints by incorporating low-impact exercises into our routine can make a world of difference. Swimming, gentle cycling, and Tai Chi are wonderful options for staying active without putting unnecessary strain on our knees, hips, and feet. These gentle movements promote flexibility, improve our ability to move easily, and can help reduce discomfort, ensuring that we can continue to enjoy our movement for many years to come. So there you have it, my dears. Today on Dear Grandma, we've explored 5 gentle yet powerful ways to keep our bodies strong and happy after 70. Gentle strength exercises, gentle balance work, gentle stretches for flexibility, gentle core strengthening, and gentle, joint-friendly movements. Our daily walks are a wonderful start. These gentle additions can go a little deeper, helping us build strength, stay steady, move more freely, support our backs, and be kind to our precious joints so we can continue to enjoy our independence and our lives to the fullest. Aging isn't about slowing down, my dears. It's about moving smarter and taking gentle care of ourselves. Perhaps try one small, gentle addition to your routine this week. A few gentle arm curls, a little balancing while you wait for your tea to brew, a gentle stretch. Small, gentle steps can lead to big rewards. Our bodies are ready to thrive, not just get by, and every gentle movement counts. What gentle step will you try this week? Do share in the comments. I always love hearing from you and offering a little gentle encouragement. If this has been helpful, please do give it a thumbs up, subscribe to Dear Grandma for more gentle wisdom, and share it with anyone who might appreciate these gentle tips. Here's to many more years of joyful and comfortable movement together.